Part 2. Azure Moon. Verdant Rain Moon. Our chosen paths. The Kingdom Army has captured Fort Mercius. Managing troops from the now stable Western Kingdom and former Alliance territory, the Kingdom Army returns to Garreg Mach to regroup and reorganize its forces. With sufficient might to challenge the Empire, the Kingdom Army finalizes their plans to march on Enbar, the Imperial capital.
Hello everyone, welcome to the next episode. In the last episode, we took the fort. The war is almost over. Now we just gotta wait for loading.
Ah, there you are. His Highness was looking for you.
Where is he?
He's gone ahead and started interrogating the prisoner, Viscount Kleiman's man. He said he'd like for you and I to be present as well. Will you come with me?
I cannot overlook your reckless remarks. Are you really so keen to lose your head?
I only did what I believed was right. I swear to the goddess that I'm not lying. Amidst the turmoil of the tragedy, Lady Patricia was supposed to be the only one who was unharmed. We had been given orders ahead of time to not approach her carriage.
Was Patricia an accomplice?
Of course not. What would my stepmother have had to gain from such a...
Perhaps Lady Patricia would have done anything to return to the Empire, to her husband and daughter.
What exactly are you implying?
For the past few months, I've been spying on lords who defected to the Empire in order to investigate rumors about Lady Patricia. Cornelia's words were true. The two of them, I am afraid they conspired together after all.
Enough of this nonsense. You say she wished to return home? That isn't nearly enough reason to cause such a tragedy.
I do not intend to imply that the two of them were solely responsible for the whole affair. They were likely nobles who opposed the king, or potentially someone who wanted to throw the kingdom into chaos. The Empire and people like Solon and Kranya had their motives too.
So my stepmother joined with them to cause the tragedy. Is that what you believe?
Ultimately, this is just conjecture based on the evidence at hand. I have no idea what their true intentions were.
I see. We will hear what this man has to say. For now.
My lord had long felt that King Lambert's radical ways were dangerous. At the time, he was approached with an offer to take part in the incident at Dusker. My lord loves his homeland. To me, he embodied justice. We were only doing what we thought was right.
And so, in the name of justice, he caused massacre upon massacre out of love for his homeland. You murdered your own king, killed our soldiers, and involved innocent citizens. And yet you have the gall to speak of justice!
I am only standing before you now because I could no longer bear the weight of my sins.
Did you share those feelings about your homeland?
Yes, I believe I do.
Gilbert, lock this man in his cell.
Are you not going to kill him?
I will make that decision once I have had time to consider this man's definition of justice.
Yes, Your Highness.
Are you okay?
No, I cannot say that I am. Tell me, Professor, how well do you remember your father, Gerald?
Very well.
Soon enough, you will come to understand how painful it is to forget the faces of those who have passed on. To be honest, I cannot really remember my stepmother's... that woman's smile, nor the sound of her voice. I always told myself that I would not allow my mind to forget, And yet, all I can recall with clarity is her gazing away, so forlorn. Did my stepmother wish to go home so badly that she would kill Father and me? Kill her false family? Home to her own blood. Her true family.
There's no way to know for sure.
I suppose it doesn't make any difference now. I am asking you questions you could not possibly know the answer to. I am finished with thoughts like that. I am finally able to go on living without clinging to hate. If I truly treasure those who have died, then I must earnestly atone for my sins. Father, Glenn, all of the soldiers who have fallen, the people of Dusker who still suffer persecution. The only atonement I can offer them now is to take responsibility for this broken kingdom that has been entrusted to me.
That's true.
That is why I feel that I must meet with Edelgard and try to talk to her. Do you think it is a fool's errand? Honestly, I think so too. But I must swallow my feelings and grudges, our whole history really, and ask her about this future that she sees. What she aims for once her domination is complete. What kind of justice she clings to as she fights. And why she felt it necessary to start this war. I believe that asking her these things is the true responsibility I have been tasked with as king.
How? Will you accomplish that?
We will march our troops to the Imperial capital. But before any battle begins, we will set up camp nearby and send a messenger. I will tell her that I need to speak with her in a safe place, without any weapons or troops. As to whether or not she will agree to my request, well, that rests solely on Edelgard.
I am certain she will agree.
I would like to believe that as well. You know, Professor, when we fought in Ferdiad, Cornelia mocked me and called me pitiful. But even if it is true that my stepmother never loved me, I am not to be pitied. After all, I have allies and dear friends who care for me. And now, I also have you by my side.
Alright, let's go exploring. So I will warn you, this is essentially the penultimate month of the Blue Lions route. Any support you want to do, anything you want to do in the monastery, make sure you do it within this month, as when you go to this month's story battle, you won't be able to come back to the monastery, as after that battle, you will be immediately thrown into the next chapter's story battle. So make sure you do everything you want to do within this particular chapter.
It's very likely that Lady Rhea is confined in the Imperial Palace. If so, then our strategy will be to gain control of the streets and then assault the castle. A street battle followed by a castle invasion. It's just one battle after another. It'll be tough, but we have to win. For Lady Rhea.
And this soldier actually sums it up perfectly, because yeah, once we take the streets of Embar, we will be immediately assaulting the castle. So you will have no time to do anything else in the monastery.
10 years ago, Dagda and Bridget attacked the Empire from the west. Their final target was the capital. But they were countered at a port town long before they reached their destination. We spent a lot of time going back and forth, but at least we made it this far.
Time for the ultimate sword tournament. Let's bring in Felix. See how you do, Felix.
You fought well.
Ooh, might want to go for a heal depending on what his next opponent is.
Meant to be.
I'm gonna try it. Ooh, that's especially gonna help him.
Alright, next.
Let's heal him for the semifinals.
You haven't earned my pity.
Full heal for the finals.
It was meant to be.
And we won the Ultimate Sword Tournament.
Professor!
Increase the steam. Alright.
Oh.
Let's run down here and go to the Amiibo Gazebo. What items have spawned there? Ooh. Also, didn't realize she was here.
Wanting so desperately to speak with Edelgard, just as we're about to fight. Could it be that the prince is having doubts about killing her?
It's only a formality.
I suppose they're the only ones who fully understand the extent of their relationship. He's certainly changed from the vengeful person he once was. I don't mean that in a bad way. I'm actually relieved. A king who's responsible for Fodlan's future can't exact personal vendettas and have a cold heart.
Ooh. Blue flower seeds. Let's go to the Holy Tomb. There are no. I was gonna say there are no items down here. There usually is a few items. It's a pathetic set of drops. Let's go down. Anybody in the dorm? Yes, there are people in the dormitory.
Professor, returning to the monastery brings back so many memories from 5 years ago. Hard to believe we only spent a year together here. So much happened that it felt a lot longer than that. But it was all so exciting and so much fun. Honestly, I think those memories are what's kept me fighting this long. What was that year like for you, Professor?
It was a lot of
I
fun.
don't think I could ask for a better answer. Let's all do our best to survive this.
so we can come back here when it's all over. I know that's what I'll be doing.
Who's in here?
I keep thinking the war is near its end, then it isn't. When can we finally put this dreadful war behind us?
Let's end it with the next battle.
That would be wonderful. Imagine the last moment of combat, then peace. It sounds like a fairy tale. I want to make this a world where there is no fighting, where children can grow up happy and safe.
Professor! My mother might be in the city. I don't have many good memories of her, if I'm being honest, but she's dearer to me than my father. If you happen to see her, please make sure she's not caught up in all the fighting. She's only a civil servant, so hopefully she takes a cue from her Bernie and stays inside.
Right. Let's first go into the dormitory.
Listen. Professor, at last, the end is nigh. I love the Empire. Part of me wants it to survive, but I know that is not reasonable. The Empire's time has come. The kingdom is battle-scarred, the Alliance is in tatters. People must be terrified. The world is crumbling around them. What we need now is a mighty leader who can rebuild Fodlan and rule it as a single nation. Nonetheless, it saddens me that we will not have an Adrestian Emperor.
Let's come over here.
At last, we've come to the final confrontation. Ruin to the Empire. Glory to Fargus. Of course, to be perfectly honest, I would have much preferred to march against the Empire at the head of the Alliance. But I suppose I have Claude to thank for denying me that satisfaction, don't I?
Alright, let's go down to the garden. Alright. Okay, got a lot of boa fruit and weeds. I was about to say I got barely anything, and then I looked at the amounts. Hello, little boy.
I wonder what the Emperor looks like. I bet she's really scary. Oh, you don't think so? I've never seen her, so I was just guessing. She tried to destroy the kingdom and the Alliance, and ordered the capture of the Archbishop, right? I don't know. Someone who could do such terrible things just has to be really scary looking.
Ooh, what's over here? Got a stone. A fish. Let's do some fishing. Bullhead. White trout. Oh, come on. Another bull. Oh, wait, there's somebody on the pier.
We're heading up to Embar next. I hope I make it back safe so I can tell my little sis about it.
I hear they got a neat opera house there, where Manuela used to perform. What was it called again?
The Aquaplunk. The opera company.
Ha! That's the one. My little sis always goes on about how much she'd like to see him perform. I know we can't see a show, but do you think we could at least see the building?
Yes, because the building will be present during the battle.
Yeah.
Hello, Geekkeeper.
Thanks, Professor. Nothing to report. Momentum's really picking up for this final battle, huh? Even I'm starting to feel tense. Me! Enbar's history goes back 1,400 years. That even predates the founding of the Empire. It's one of the sacred sites of the Seros faith, so it's a pretty big deal. But hey, no need to worry about the monastery while you're fighting the final battle. I've got it covered. I'll defend it to my last.
Nice to see.
Right.
What do you have to say, merchant?
On some business. I went to see how the kingdom capital is getting on. There are still some things to work out before it can be restored. But generally, things seem to have calmed down. It's on its way to resuming its old energy. I think this will end up being a better kingdom than before. I really believe that.
Grab these 2 items.
Hello there. Return soon,
I'll
please.
buy from you guys off screen. Just to get some extra points.
Seems like the war is gonna end soon. Once the dust settles, it'll be back to rolling in fat stacks of gold for me. Hey, how about a favor?
Take particular trend.
Seems like the ones...
Really? I don't have enough lost trade secrets to get that? Alright.
It's such a relief that we've made it this far without having to fight my father.
You'll have to face him at some point.
Are you trying to scare me? What if he turns up while we're charging the capital? But still, I wonder what'll happen to him if we win.
Nobody here. Anybody in this building? Yep.
He intends to speak to the Emperor? She's his stepsister, I know, but this seems risky.
You against it?
No, I'm not. I'm sure he's thought it through. If the two can settle this diplomatically, that would be the best way out of this mess. No more bloodshed. Let's just hope he doesn't become so overwhelmed with emotion that he's unable to strike her down, should the need arise.
At least Felix has the basic understanding of peace. Nobody in the graveyard, so let's speak to...
I've been thinking about how we've got our own ideas about justice. And so does the Empire. And what's coming? It's not just a battle between us and them. It's our ideals that are fighting. Whoever wins will say they were right, and the other side was wrong. And I get it, that's how it goes. But nobody's willing to talk or compromise. So we'll fight to the death to prove the other guy's wrong. It won't be an easy battle, but let's make sure we come back alive. Right, Professor?
Let's go over to the cathedral.
Well... fighting in the capital? Ugh. And we're fighting against Edelgard. Double ugh. But with you leading us, Professor, I know we'll win. Yeah! Woohoo! Fighting! I'm a little scared, to be honest. I'm just shouting to relieve the tension, but I'll be fine.
Hello, Catherine.
Looks like we're nearing the end of this struggle. I'm sure Lady Rhea is on tenterhooks waiting for me to swoop in and rescue her.
I doubt it. Probably.
I was just kidding. Pay me no mind. Lady Rhea's not waiting for me, I know, no matter how much I might wish she were. She's waiting for you.
Hey.
Sorry, but I'm not the fighting type. All I can do is lend you the stuff you need. And, you know, pray to the goddess for your safety. Win, live, and return, okay? Mostly so you can pay me back for the stuff you borrowed.
One note. Garrigbach is surrounded by an abundance of nature, but securing provision during times of warring can still be difficult. This is different from my land of home. Yes, a place different than Bridget. Tell by the portrait and how that sentence was structured. Stay is the choir.
Professor, let me sing for you. Do you not like my voice? It would make a Pegasus dance with joy.
I hope this song reaches the goddess's ears.
Please.
Let me consider. It matters not how just our cause may be. In the end, war is nothing more than organized murder. I understand the desire to reach a conclusion, but we mustn't overlook the sins inherent in our deeds.
I am well aware.
Sorry. I have a tendency to preach. We have lost so much, and in return, we have taken much from our enemies. I pray we can put an end to this cycle of violence. I have a request.
Professor, might you help us secure resources? We'll try to complete this one.
I believe in you, but please ensure that His Highness survives as well. Fodlan's future would be in peril if we lost him. I would not be able to go on.
Leave it to me.
Thank you.
Professor, our next battlefield will be the Imperial capital. There will be no turning back. If you have any unfinished business here, you had best settle it before we depart.
Leave it to me.
I knew I could count on you. Good luck.
Yeah, so even Dimitri does warn you, like, hey, do everything you want to do within this chapter because we will not be coming back once we hit the battle. This is a rare sight.
How would you know what's rare and what isn't? I still believe in the goddess. Sort of. I couldn't recount a single word of scripture for you, but my mother always prayed. I picked up the habit from her. Believe it or not, I'm praying for you too. For you to come back safe.
Anybody else up here? Nope, so time to go back to the main building.
That reminds me. No.
Come to think of it.
Well.
Up to the second floor.
Professor! Here we are, facing the final battle with the Empire. It's been a long, difficult struggle. We have to get Lady Rhea back. And we have to crush the Empire in the name of Captain Geralt. He's watching over us now, protecting us. I know he is.
So, Rhea will be somewhere in the city. I wonder if she can sense us coming. The battle will soon be upon us. Let us both be at our best for what is to come.
Dear goddess.
What are you praying for?
For your safety. I'll do all I can to survive. But please, Please don't die out there, Professor.
I don't plan to. Anybody on the top floor? There's, alright, 2 people up there, so let's go.
Whenever I think about how we'll be seeing Lady Rhea real soon, I get happy and really get cleaning. We'll get there for sure, right? We'll see her again?
We will meet her for sure.
Just gotta believe Lady Rhea is waiting for us in the capital. We just have to find her.
I need to be speaking. 5 years ago, Edelgard said a thing to me. Bridget is a vassal of the Empire. But she also said I always have the freedom to be choosing whether I am with or not with her. I will become the ruler of Bridget. So she said I must make my own path. So now, my path and her path will be colliding.
I am curious if the new Fire Emblem game, Weaving Fate or whatever it's called, I'm trying to remember its name off the top of my head, is a sequel. I'm curious if we'll see like a descendant of Petra, if Bridget maintained contact with Fodlan.
At last, it's time to face the Flame Emperor, Edelgard. I know that the future of all Fodlan rests on this battle. Nothing else is more important. But for me, this is personal. For Captain Gerald's sake, I'm going to give it all I've got and more.
Of course, it depends if the land retained the name Fodlan and haven't been renamed, if it's like several hundred years in the future or whatever.
Enbar's streets are paved with unhappy memories, Professor. I've avoided the damned place ever since I abandoned my nobility, swore never to return. Now here we are. To return in this manner. Well, I can't say it is something I ever imagined. Especially as I'm returning to end the Empire. What a strange feeling, breaking one's history.
Let's first go here.
Well...
Okay, there's somebody in here.
When you think of it, as one approaches the end of a war, the sacrifices only grow larger, don't they? The winning side musters their forces and attempts to strike a decisive blow, while those of the losing side make desperate attempts to turn the war in their favor. Neither side will give. I only wish we'd consider those who lose their lives in that struggle.
It's better than dragging the war out.
I can appreciate that, but just because a choice is better does not mean that it's good.
I was born in Enbar. My mother and father met in a church there. Not too long after, I was brought into the world. I do not understand how war can happen in such a precious place. It is most regrettable.
So... Manuela's all the way at the back here.
Life can be tough, you know. But if you've got your friends to help you through, it can be a lot easier. Maybe you butt heads sometimes, but that's okay. That's how you build bonds, right? And I've got friends, Professor, plenty of those. It's true love that seems to have passed me by.
You should relax. There's still hope. Time to give up?
But where is my true love to be found? Where is my ray of hope? At this point, you're the only man who pays attention to me. I guess I'll have to take what I can get.
That'd be fun if we meet like Manuela's like descendant, and her descendant is also having like love issues.
Really?
Like that's some like genetic trait that got passed down. Doesn't seem to be anybody in the library. Let's come out here. Ooh, we got a few dancers. Silver Axe Plus, I'll definitely buy that. Let me give it to Dedu.
Okay.
Alright. How did you do? Local specialties. Oh, actually send you off. Anybody in the classrooms?
Thank you. I'm so glad you were assigned to the Blue Lion House, Professor. We made it this far, thanks to your guidance and leadership. There's a bitter fight ahead, that much is certain. You have my lance.
We are counting on you.
Yes. Let's do this together.
Anybody in this classroom? Nope. Alright, anybody in the dining area?
Please.
The reception hall, I mean, not dining.
I've got a bit of Dusker blood in me. Vargas is our ancestral enemy. But if that man is going to be the king, I don't see any harm in lending him my blade. I believe that we can forge a proud new kingdom. As you can tell, I'm expecting great things. I won't forgive you if you lose.
Attacking the capital means crossing swords with the Emperor herself. I hope you won't be caught unprepared. I've heard that she'll stop at nothing in the pursuit of victory. Be careful of that Hubert, too, the Minister of the Imperial Household. They say he's a cunning strategist.
Professor. Did you know? A magnificent canal flows through downtown Enbar. It's said to have been constructed under the guidance of Saint Seros before the Empire was even formed. Ever since, that canal has been a major lifeline for the capital's development. And now this is how the Empire repays it. Truly, no good deed goes unpunished.
We're about to put the finishing touches on this war. I wonder how Fodlan will look without the backdrop of death and destruction. I can't wait to see it. On the other hand, I'm terrified of what the future might hold. Who knows if I'll survive the assault on the capital?
Let's go to the dining room. First off, alright, someone here.
I used to work for Cornelia in Ferdiad. I only followed her because I didn't want to die. But afterwards I felt so ashamed I wanted to die anyway. I still can't figure out why I did it. Anyway, I'm glad you did what you did. From now on, I'm going to devote myself to the kingdom and fight for what I believe in.
Nobody in this part of the room, so let's check out the dining. I was gonna say, there's no one in here, then I saw a blue dot.
I hear that damn Dimitri guy plans to chat with the Emperor. Can you believe that nonsense? Really though, we've been trying to kill each other, and he wants to shoot the breeze? Is he dumb or just insane?
You're wrong.
That a fact? You two are birds of a feather. You ask me, they should throw some fists and be done with it. Guess it's up to the one true king of grappling to talk some sense into old Dimitri. When I'm done with him, he'll be ready to brawl.
Professor, once you set out on your next mission, you won't be able to have a proper meal for a while, right? You should eat up while you can. Build up your physical strength to prepare for the mission.
Alright. Let's cook. I think I'll save that for like the last possible
I love to cook. What are we making today? That's so. I have a lot of experience in the kitchen. I can make just about anything. Wow.
Nice. Found some tea, so apparently these two are around. Are they like outside? Where are they? Ah, they're over here.
I hope this is the final battle. Don't you, Professor? When the war is over, everyone will be busy with their own lives. But let's all meet up again someday. Right here at Garreg Mach. You, His Highness, my father, our monastery friends, the knights, everyone.
That's a great idea.
It was just a silly whim I had, but I really love it. Oh, and I'll bake a bunch of desserts for it. Reunion sweets. All we have to do now is win. Let's get to it, Professor.
We'll be heading for the capital soon. So much rests on this moment. Will the war really be over if we take the capital?
Definitely.
Yay! I'm sure it won't end right away, but that's still great news. I truly believe that a peaceful future is waiting at the end of all of this.
Nope, want to end. I want to teleport down into the abyss.
Hey you, listen up. I've got something to report. The war is careening headfirst toward its grand finale. Do me a favor and get through this mess alive, okay? After the dust settles, maybe I'll go on to guard other entrances in other parts of the world. I'm a dreamer, my friend. Always have been.
No one in here. Nobody in this corner.
Wow. We're getting along a lot better with the Kingdom soldiers recently. Everyone's in higher spirits. When they first got here, some of them were aggressive toward us, even abusive. All that's changed now. They've been courteous with us, generous even. It's nice to see.
What's in the recycling? Hemlock shield, that's a good find. I'll definitely use you off screen. What do you have to say, Happy?
War might be over soon. All this time we've been fighting, and the end comes in the blink of an eye. I have no idea what I'll do afterwards, though. I guess I'll cross that bridge when I come to it.
It's okay to take your time.
I will. Though you already seem to know what you're going to do. Which is what, exactly? Actually, don't tell me your plans just yet. Let's revisit this topic when the war has drawn to a close.
Let's come up here. What do you have to say, Constance?
Is it true what they say? That the Archbishop is a captive of the Empire? I've never heard of anything so brash in all the Empire's long history. It is vexing that Lady Edelgard's true motives elude me. If only I still had noble connections to draw on. The loss of my house has proven to be a thorn in my side again and again.
But no one else to speak to. So, with that, we will end the episode here, and in the next episode, I'll meet back up with you guys, and we'll start going through supports. If you enjoyed this episode, do like the videos, it helps tremendously. Subscribe if you haven't already. Leave a comment down below on your thoughts this episode, and share the videos, that way more people can discover my content and help the channel grow. And I'll see you all in the next episode. Later.